Boom! Hi there and welcome to My.Na Cars. My name is Johan Kutsia and today we're joined by Lindy. Lindy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be your co-host on the My.Na Cars show.
Awesome, very exciting. You had a jam-packed weekend on the Shell Media Footprint Tour where you got to learn a lot about, them in the industry. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, Jochen, it was amazing. The experience, the things you see, what Shell is actually doing in Namibia. I mean, our first stop was at the Okanya service station where they introduced the solar system to us. Then our next destination, we went off to Karibib, and in Karibib we learned that Agra and Shell had a joint venture.
Okay, cool.
I didn't even know about that, and it was so amazing to learn about that as well.
Yeah, so I mean, if you show up if you're in Karibib, you're farming in the area or going out for the weekend, and you can fill up, with the best fuel, and then also get everything you need at Agra.
Agra.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's so awesome. And then we went off to Swakopmund, where we visited the Right Way Shell service station, and they introduced the Spar Express to us, which is so convenient. Oh, the coffee, the nice toast breads. It's just so convenient, really, to stop there. And then later the afternoon, we went to Walfish Bay, where we had the official event. It was so amazing to attend that. And that was the Drivers Recognition Award ceremony. I mean, it's the guys on the road that received their awards. They were there with their wives. It was such an amazing experience to attend that.
Yeah. Very cool. And, that's also our story today in our printed edition, where we, zoom in on those very, very committed fuel truck drivers who spend a lot of days on the road delivering, making sure that, you have fuel in your tank across the country. And I mean, with fuel, you have to be very, very cautious and very, very safe.
Yes.
So it's really great that Vivo Energy, the local licensee for Shell, is shining a light on these star players on their team. Cool. So talking about fuel, we had a pretty rough announcement this week that the fuel prices was going up by $1.20 and $1.30, I think, for petrol and diesel. So currently now, ladies and gentlemen, we're paying $17.15 and for petrol and $17.28 for diesel.
Oh.
Scary times.
Scary. We can't travel anymore.
Yeah. Everybody is pretty.
Bicycles. So maybe we must try and get some horses into town.
Yeah, I know. These two trusty ones, I know, will survive. But yeah, guys, it was very rough at the service stations on Wednesday.
Yes.
People were queuing for fuel, and it was not tense. I mean, it was a lot of service stations were quite packed. So it was interesting day. But of course, if you go to a Shell forecourt, great service, quick, efficient, and you can get you can experience their convenience options, like the new KFC that opened up at Shell Gamumsburg here in Kommersdal. Very cool.
That is so awesome for all the Kommersdalers. I mean, they just love it because now they don't have to drive into town just to get some KFC. Awesome.
Boom. And chicken in, of course, will still be present in the market. So, myself, I'm also chicken in lover, so you can get that. But yeah, after the break, ladies and gentlemen, Lindy's going to be taking us on a trip to Swakopmund to experience the Shell Media Footprint Tour and, of course, the Drivers Awards. Stay tuned.
Good morning to all our viewers out there on this beautiful Saturday morning. So this is where we're gonna have our kick-off on our media footprint tour to Walfish Bay. I'm Lindy Fisher and I'm hosting for My.Na Cars. With me here is Mr. Lazarus Nafidi, commercial manager from Vivo Energy Namibia. Lazarus, will you please just give us a small teaser on what to expect on this road trip?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lindy. Thank you, viewers. Well, we've been meaning to have this road trip for quite a while now, and but we waited until we are 10 years old as Vivo Energy. So we will go down to Wolfish Bay today. It's gonna take us, I don't know. We're taking the scenic route, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. So we're aiming to take everybody down and see all of our service stations along the route to Wolfish Bay, and also to get them to see some of our facilities in Wolfish Bay as well. But obviously, a very beautiful country, so it's going to be a very good trip. We're going to see quite a lot of natural landscapes and show you the beauty of Namibia, really.
And isn't Namibia beautiful after this nice rain season?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So, this is it for us, and you will be joining us again. So, on to our next destination. So, we've reached our first destination, and we are here at the Okahanya Shell truck stop. And with me here is Edwin. Edwin, will you please share with us what this service station is all about?
Definitely. Thank you so much. And I must say the journey started up quite nicely, eh? We had a stop at La France. I'm sure my colleague covered on that. We had a nice coffee. Huh?
Oh, yes, yes, that was very nice.
Definitely. So now as you mentioned, in Okahanya. And if you recall from yesterday, we talked about that we are building for the future. So here's one of the first sites which we're going to, show a bit and elaborate on it. So if you can see on the top of that canopy there, you'll see that there's a gap with some panels. Now this is the solar panels. And this is how we are really contributing to reduce our carbon footprint, which is very important for us because we care about the environment. This is one of our 12 sites, which our communications manager was talking about. But believe you me, believe you us, believe you Vivo Energy, we are committed. This will not be the only 12. There is loads more to come.
Oh, thank you so much, Edwan, for that information. And like I said, this is the Vivo Footprint Media Tour. So, on to our next destination. See you soon.
Welcome back to the Vivo Footprint Media Tour. We have reached our second destination, Karabip, and we're here at the beautiful Shell Agra service station. With me here is Lazarus. He's the communications manager from Vivo Energy Namibia. Lazarus, tell us more about this awesome collaboration between Shell and Agra.
Well, with our quest to always bring convenience and serve as much of a customer base as we can, we have realized that Namibia, being a country that relies quite a lot on agriculture, we've teamed up with Agra a few years ago to start serving the wide variety of farmers in Namibia. Agra and Shell share actually quite a lot of synergies. We've got a big footprint, just as they have in the whole of Namibia, and our customers are literally our customers. Our customers are their customers as well. So, with that said, this what you see here is something that we'd like to replicate throughout the country, and we will be providing self-service stations at Agra retail sites across the entire country. So it's something that we're really hoping to build and benefit as many farmers as possible. So Karibib is just one of the towns where this collaboration is happening, and you will be able to see this in more than 10 towns in Namibia at the moment.
Oh, this is very, very exciting. So please, if you go through Karabip, don't do not stop at Shell Agra. This is My.Na Cars, and we on the Vivo Footprint Media Tour. We'll see you at the next destination.
Boom. So, we've reached our third destination with the Vivo Media Footprint Tour. and we are here at the Right Way Shell service station in Swakopmund with some awesome weather. So I'm going to take you inside quickly. We're going to have a bite there, and I will just give you a small tour in the Spar Express. So join me. Wow. And the inside, this looks amazing. Guys, we have the Beantree Express here where you can sit down and you can have a liquor lunch with some nice coffees. And I mean, you can just relax. So this is where you can stop and take a breather at the Right Way Shell service station. And with me here is Gemma. And Gemma, I heard that that there's been a recent change of ownership. Will you tell us a bit more about what your clients can find here? What is making you convenient, and why should they stop here?
Hi there. We've recently taken over the service station as of September, and we offer a Spa Express, a Beantree Express. We offer inside fresh bread, fresh milk, fresh perishables every day. We offer a wide variety of spa products. We do a lot of grab and go meals. We do cakes. We offer fuel. We deliver fuel. Anything you want, we're here, 24-hour shop. It's not only a convenience store, it's a full-on spa store.
That's awesome, guys. So this is basically the stop and go.
It would be, hopefully, yes.
So yeah, this is what we can offer you at the Right Way Shell service station. So please don't forget, reconnect at Shell and make sure you are fresh before you go on the road. See you at our next destination. Wow, so there you heard it from Gemma herself, and this is the Right Way Shell service station in Swakopmund, and they are under new ownership. So Carmen, I had an awesome experience so far, and you know what? You can literally just stop in any town and you have a Shell there. So Carmen, what do you think of this trip so far?
You know, Lindy, it was an experience because, as you mentioned, literally from Windhoek to Swakopmund, there is a Shell for you to stop in every town. It's been fun. The Vivo Energy team is awesome. This has been an awesome road trip, but we're not done yet. And Lindy, what is it that you say?
Stop at Shell and reconnect. Awesome.
You're so quiet. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Very happy to see you here today. Do we have any lady drivers? Not here, or none in the organizations?
In training.
Huh?
In training.
So Raymond, I think the next target is we need a lady driver. We need a lady driver in Vivo Energy because I think we are progressing very well. Initially, we had only the men come for these functions. Now we have brought the spouses. I think the next target to you, the heads of the haulier companies, is would like to have a lady driver in our operation. But first of all, I would like to ask my colleagues at Vivo Energy to stand up. My colleagues at Vivo Energy, please stand up. Yes, everybody who works with me at Vivo Energy, please. Can we please clap for these people? Please sit down. I'll tell you the reason why I'm asking my colleagues to clap for you. And it's a very simple reason. You saw the numbers that Corey put up. You know, obviously, a lot of zeros, a lot of green KPIs, you know, everything looking good. But allow me to say this, and the press, this is not for the newspapers, please don't quote me. But Vivo Energy Namibia, last year in 2021, had the highest volume sold ever. We sold the highest volume. We sold the highest volume that this company has ever sold. So the press, I will not say the number because I don't want to be quoted. But with that, I can still comfortably say that I feel that we are working for the leading oil company in Namibia. I said that last year and I say it again. I think I'm confident enough to say it. We are working for the leading oil company in Namibia, and all this is happening clearly because of the drivers that we have. You know, you do all the things that Raymond talked about, but I think the last thing is that the driver is the person who faces our customers. You know, our retailers, our commercial customers. It is that driver who does the final delivery, you know, of all our services. We sit in the offices, we talk too much, we have very nice policies, we have a lot of products, very good quality products and everything, but the drivers are actually doing the last. They are playing the final and most important role. So we'd like to thank you so much, our drivers. I am pleased again to see the spouses here. I'm pleased, extremely pleased to see the spouses because these spouses are the ones that allow the drivers to come and work for us. You know, if the driver has a very terrible night, you know what happens during the day. They will not have a good day on the job. So thank you so much to the spouses, and thank you for, you know, ensuring that these people leave the houses and come to work for us and deliver our product. I picked a lot of messages from the heads of, or the representatives of all the companies, and some of them were speaking a lot to my mind. I mean, I can go through them one by one. I mean, when I heard what Robert said about loving your job, you know, I can give you an example. You know, when the world was still what it was, I got into the airport in Joburg one morning about 6 a.m. The flight that leaves Hosea Kutako used to leave at about 5 or something, 5:30. So I get into Joburg at 7:30 and I go to the toilet. And I find a very nice gentleman, you know, very smart. And the guy tells me, "Good morning, sir. Welcome to my office. Please make yourself comfortable. And if there is anything I can do, you know, to make you even more comfortable, please let me know." You can imagine, and this is in the toilet. So I did what I had to do there, but you can imagine what I did when I was leaving. What did I do? I tipped the guy. I had to, because the toilet was exceptionally clean. The guy is proud about it, and he's telling you, "Welcome to my office." You know, so that's a little bit, you know what Robert was saying, be proud of your job. You know, there is no, I mean, I don't think being a driver is a very small job, you know, but sometimes people think drivers, you know, are just like the word drivers. Raymond talked about, I think he talked about the implementation of the policies and standards and, you know, all these very nice things we talk about in the offices and the manuals that are written by very clever guys sitting in London. You know, the final implementation sits with the driver. He's the guy who will actually get onto the road and he will face that potential incident. If he's so lucky, it will remain a potential incident. He will come back and report it. In other cases, actually, that incident may become, may actually materialize and it ends up into a top event, you know, and then you have an event, you know, have a fatality, whatever it is. But it is the driver, finally, who has got to implement all these things. Now, the challenge is when people are setting up all these manuals and standards, they think, you know, yes, we'll do this, we'll put this control in place, we'll, you know, but poor man, the driver, you know, has not had all the intelligence that these bright people have, and he's expected to implement. And you know what happens during incidents? When we get these incidents, there's a very big investigation. after the investigation, what does that report have, Corey? Learnings from the findings, and then there is some, consequence management. And eventually, most times, if not, poor driver loses his job if he's lucky. If he's lucky, he's given a written warning or whatever it is. So you can see how this whole thing is getting down to the driver. He is the one who implements, and most times, if not, he probably gets worst hit, if these things are not done properly. So we don't take this for granted at Vivo Energy. And that's why we have this event, to recognize drivers. Ronel talked about the relocation from South Africa. When I saw Ronel here, I remember that last year they had to come all the way from Cape Town to attend this function. This year, I don't want to say poor lady, but she had to relocate. She's now living in Rospina. I don't know whether it's more beautiful than her home. I hope, probably not. But she has taken the sacrifice. And this is exactly, we sit in Vindo. We continue to enjoy what is in town. She's sitting in Rospina and ensuring that our customer is getting the right product and the right service. We don't take this for granted. I think my friend Phil talked about, when he talked about going around the world 80 times. You can't imagine. I mean, when you look at the 3 million kilometers, it just looks like a number. But what it has taken, it's equivalent to, like he said, going around the world 80 times. I did some comparison. The distance that we travel in Namibia with the number of our population and whatever the size of our country is almost the same as other big countries like Kenya. Kenya in terms of volume is probably 3 or 4 times Namibia, the volume sold in that market. But we are doing the same distance. So clearly, I mean, if you look at all this, you can understand the circumstances that we have been working with. So it's no mean feat to deliver the results we've delivered. So I would like to thank you so much. I think we'll clap for you once again for delivering a safe 2021. And like our theme says, I think we've done a lot of we've put a lot of foundation to our business. We put a lot of foundation to the way we do business. So our theme this year at Vivo is, building for the future. But building for the future obviously starts from yesterday. And that's why I think Corey showed you where we started. The statistics. Every year is getting better and better and better. I think the last thing I would like to say is that the biggest challenge we have is that we get used to doing well. And that's the biggest problem. And we assume that this is normal. It is normal for us to go through a year without an incident. It's normal for us, to drive 3, 4, 5 million kilometers, and get back to the depots, and there's no problem. So with that, we start to get complacent. So I really would like us to, brush the shoes clean at the beginning of every day is a new day. Every day comes with new challenges. Our colleagues in East Africa, I think you had the other day when we were talking about the incident in Uganda, they had an incident in the depot. Unfortunately, they've had a fatality. And the fatality was for a transporter. Because eventually the guy who was on the truck passed away. And who passed away? Contractor. It was a transporter because he was the one who was loading. So what I'm saying is that we basically have got to close the year and understand 2021 was a good year, we celebrate it, but let's polish up for the next year, because every day comes, like I said, brand new. Yeah. So we are in a new year in 2022, and I'm hoping that we will continue with the same level, with the same standard, in terms of our, safety and our driver performance, so that we deliver a very, very strong 2022. And the reason, like we say, we are here today is to thank the drivers, to thank our drivers. It is because of you that we are what we are. You are part of the platform that is building for the future, It's always good to see the same drivers we saw last year. I mean, luckily we've not had an incident, but we don't want to see drivers change because that is also not very good. But we have to thank God that we have the same people. We don't take it for granted. And that is what the theme is all about, that we want to build for the future. For you to build for the future, you obviously need a strong foundation, which I think we've been able to raise. So finally, thank you very much. Like I said, let's enjoy the evening, let's enjoy the day. I take this a very, very serious event. I actually have to make sure that I'm present personally, because this is probably one of the very few times that I'm able to talk to see the drivers personally. I rarely see drivers. I mean, I'm not in the depot all the time, and when I'm driving on the road, you probably don't know me. Even if I stopped you, you might think I'm a potential incident, so you leave me on the side. Yeah. So I take this. It's actually very important for me to be here. To sort of put a face to Vivo, because otherwise you feel like you are working for people who sit in London. You are working for people who sit here, and that's why I'm here today. And I'm pleased that a lot of my staff members and senior management actually are here today. So let's enjoy the evening. Thank you very much, and I hope we have another safe year. Thank you.
Earlier we spoke about what a quality PI is, and the quality PI was described earlier was that one that you pick up that could potentially avert accidents and incidences in the workplace and on the road. We've also done pretty well in that category this year, with having recorded quite more quality PIs than we did in the previous year. But it can only be one winner here, and this year's quality PI award goes to Philemon Arisep from XCCS.
We made it. This is now our final destination in Walfish Bay, where we had the Drivers Recognition Award ceremony. How was the experience for you? This whole road trip since this morning, the kick-off with lubricants.
Well, as you started, boom, mind-blowing, eh? Especially seeing what we bring to the table. And as we can see, we're talking about building for the future. So, I hope you have learned something.
Oh yes, I've learned so much on this trip, I'm telling you.
I think let me recap a bit, eh?
Yes, please.
Just for the people to know what it is and sum it up in a quick summary. Let's do that. So if we look at our friends, we're talking about the training center. For us, it's really important to train Namibians, to train our drivers. But the training centers are always open for other people who want to come for training. But I think most importantly, which we might have missed, is we are unique, and we also provide a unique service. And one of these services include the lube service bay. Did you know about the lube service bay? Pop into the Shell website and have a look there. Labor free. What do you charge for your labor now? Are you getting the best oil? As you're getting the best fuel at the Shell site? Then we moved on to Okahanya, where we're talking about solar. And really, you know, it is for us to reduce our carbon footprint. And we really want to bring our part, as the environment is exceptionally important for us. From there, we moved to Agra Karabakh. Yes. And for us, you know, we really want the consumers to feel the difference we bring. We don't want to feel the difference internally at Vivo Energy. We want to make sure the consumer feels it. And we have strategic locations with strategic offerings, which we'll get to shortly. But for the farmer, we want to be there for the farmer. We want to give the farmer the best possible product which we can. And we have the best possible product for him. And we have some testimonials speaking to it. If you want to know more on that, feel free to call our customer services and ask for our frontline technical support on how we can save money for your business. Did you know that?
Oh,
It just gets better.
it just gets better.
Of course. And then we closed off at the coast. Now, this afternoon we visited one of our sites called Rightway, with quite a unique offering, but one of many, and one of more to come. So at this specific site we have the Spa Express. At the end of the day, you know, what differentiates a site is not only the fuel or the lubricant, but it's also what is the offering at that site. What makes your life easier? And coming back to what I said, what we want you to feel the difference. And I hope you do. Now, over to you.
Oh, and well, that's in a nutshell our Vivo Energy Media Footprint tour that we started off in Lubricants this morning, and now we ended it off with this awesome event. The drivers, oh, it's so amazing, Edwin.
I'm telling you, we are nowhere without our drivers, right?
Where we at home enjoying a nice hot meal, a very hot shower, it's kind of on the road. Making sure that we feel loved and that we have everything that we need.
Exactly, and we can hear them in the background celebrating. We gave out some awards. We celebrate our drivers. At the end of the day, as Lily has rightfully said, we are the comfort of our homes. These guys are sacrificing so much. And what an eye-opener tonight was. They are carrying fuel which is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're doing so much at stake, missing their own birthdays, missing their family's birthdays, missing births. We've heard so many things. And for us, again, really, it's not about feeling the difference which we feel internally. We really want the drivers to see that we appreciate them. At the end of the day, it is not what happens at the top management, but it's what's happening on the ground. What are the soldiers doing? The drivers, the customer champions, which we don't call jockeys or petrol tenders, right?
Yes,
customer champions. What is this they are doing, and are they making a difference to your life? And we train them to the utmost best possible levels where they can be. Drivers, customer champions, our internal staff, our consumers. So feel free. If you want to know more, please visit our sites.
So this is it for us tonight, and this is how we're going to end it off. My name is Lindy Fisher, Edwin Ricketts, Vivo Energy, and I am the host for My.Na class in Bintu. Please, guys, watch the show every Thursday at 7 on all our NMH platforms. And we have an epic show. So tune in this Thursday. We will see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome to another exciting edition.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that, Lindy. Kudos, great job. You and
Thank you,
Carmen, you guys
thank
had
you.
fun. Adam, thank you. Yeah. No, very cool experience, and really kudos to the team, kudos to the drivers, and yeah, I mean, they just are excellent at what they do. Mr. Johannes Kanyangala, kudos for winning the MD, the Drivers Award of the Year, and I mean, that makes you the overall winner, but really kudos to the entire, all the drivers who were nominated, all the drivers who won, and of course, all the drivers who are out there doing their good work.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, thank you to Shell for sponsoring My.Na cars, my apologies, giving us that magic drop and giving us that V-power to keep going.
Yes.
Yeah. Lindy, of
And
course.
also, sorry, Jochinan.
Of course, people can reach out to you if they want to get their stories out there.
Yes, yes. You can contact me at 081 2400566, or you can just call our offices at NMH. So if you need to put your company there on the market, please do give us a call. You saw now what we can do, so please just pick up that phone.
Boom. So that's for events. If you offer a service or you're selling cars or related products, give us a shout. We'd love to hear your story and get you out there. That's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in.
See you next week.